All right, going live at 5, like they do in Albany. Albany, New York, my hometown, one of my hometowns. I've had so many hometowns. I just had a Wawa sub. I'm wondering if there's, when I go west, if there's Wawas out west, but I love, like, their chicken salad is so good. And I get vinegar and spinach and lettuce and cucumbers and banana peppers. But they call them hot pepper rings. I got a succulent today. I got another succulent for my empty pot I had. I'm just going to share the link here. Give me 1 second. Boop, boop, boop. I'm using my hotspot, my Wi-Fi hotspot on Sprint. Let's see. My vision's like bad again today. This is like, my double vision's been, I feel like it's been just nonstop lately, and the glasses aren't helping. And I went to the eye doctor the other day, and he's just saying now that it must be something in my brain and not in my eye, and that the neurologist is going to have to figure it out. So I just don't know what the neurologist is going to say tomorrow when I go. Should be interesting. Got a lot of things to discuss with him tomorrow. I'm just going on my other Facebook page, putting the link there, and then I'm going to pour myself a glass of wine. Maybe I'll use my wine glass my sister got me. I got an insulated wine glass for outside, which is awesome, because the insulated wine glass for outside, my wine doesn't get cold. All right, I'm going to find my wine and pour my wine. All right. Yeah, last night when we had to leave Walmart with all the things we bought, or leave without buying all the things we were trying to buy, we stopped at a CVS to get the things to make s'mores, and I couldn't find a liquor store with my Around Me app, so I asked the cashier at CVS if there was a liquor store around. Oh, you want to see how unlevel my camper is? I don't know if you could see. The wine's like not level. I'll say that. So the cashier at CVS told me where I could find wine, and it was right across the street from CVS. And it's cheaper. It's cheaper there than in Bayville. But I don't know if everybody's familiar. I'm not used to this at all. When you live in New York, you can get wine anywhere. You can get alcohol at the supermarket. You can get beer or anything you want like that at the grocery store. But in New Jersey, the state only gives so many liquor licenses away. So they're limited on how many people can sell alcohol. So when you go to a restaurant, there's even restaurants that can't sell alcohol. So you have to BYOB, everything's BYOB. And so it seems like the liquor stores are few and far between around here. So I drove my daughter back to her dad's. And I'm still here until, I think I have another 12 nights to 11 nights. 12, 13. I think I have 11 more nights at this campsite. And it was nice that my daughter and I spent so much time outside, walking around the campgrounds, going on nature walks, playing basketball. We bought a basketball at Walmart, and I'm so glad we did, because Santa Claus brought her a basketball a couple years ago and somehow we lost it. So we got a basketball at Walmart and we actually had a lot of fun playing basketball. Um, and it's like a really cheap, it's a very inexpensive toy. And if you get a good one, you'll have it for a very long time. And there's a lot of different things you could do with a basketball. So we played horse. I was trying to teach her how to play horse. Um, and we went to the beach. She did some gymnastics on the beach and we walked around. There's a lot of like tiny camper cabins at the campgrounds, and we looked at those. We discussed bike riding, maybe bringing our bikes next time. She enjoyed watching other kids, little kids. She was like laughing and saying how cute they were riding their bikes around. We talked to neighbors, we pet people's dogs. And this morning, when we were walking down to the beach, she said, "There are so many things to do here. We're doing so many things every day." And it just felt so good to be doing that, because if I were just in my sticks and bricks house, she'd probably just be sitting on her phone or we'd be watching YouTube videos together. So I just love that. Yeah, I live in a camper, but I live out of the camper, you know? We sleep in the camper, our stuff's in the camper, but we go outside and we do things outside and we enjoy the outside. And especially now that it's not winter anymore. And I'm so looking forward to going west once my son has his baby. I got a grandma shirt yesterday. You want to see my grandma shirt? Let me see if I can find my grandma shirt. I was going to wear it at the hospital when Abby's in labor. It says, "This grandma is fabulous." So I'm going to wear that to the hospital. I have one person in the room, but you're not chatting, so I don't know who you are. I think you have to create a channel to chat, and I can't see your screen right now, but I think it's very easy. You just click create channel and then you could chat. You don't have to I don't think you have to type personal information in or anything. I'm looking forward to have a fire tonight. So many people left. It's like back to, well, I guess about half the people left. When I first got here, the place was empty. And then I think I got here on a Wednesday, maybe. There's a bird on a tree right above me. Hopefully it won't poop on my vent opening because it's open. And that would make for an interesting video, wouldn't it? Right on my head. I've been taking a lot of pictures with my phone. I have a drawing I have to finish, and I have some albums I have to design. I want to be able to do live videos while I'm drawing. I've recorded some videos while I draw and put them on fast speed so you can see time-lapse drawings as I'm doing them. If you go to my videos, I think I have 4 uploaded. And I'd like to be able to draw outside live. But YouTube has this thing now where you have to have 1,000 subscribers to be able to have live feeds from a mobile device. So because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, I think I'm up to 90 or something. I can't do live video feeds with a mobile device. So I'm not going to be able to do live outside videos unless I can bring my laptop, which when I bring my laptop outside, I can't really see the screen. And it's not very portable. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do some watercolor painting soon because those are quick, and I really wanna do, like, a watercolor painting of my campsite, of my camper and my campsite. Um, there's, the sunsets look really nice behind my camper, so maybe I'll do. Oh, there's a stray cat walking around. I'm easily distracted. Aw, there's a stray cat walking around the campgrounds. My neighbors across the way, were having their dinner, and I heard them talking about a cat that must have jumped up on the table and was eating somebody's food. A lot of people out here have golf carts. I don't know if they live here and they own the golf carts, or if people have toy hauler RVs and bring golf carts with them, or if they rent golf carts from the campgrounds. And what's the benefit of having a golf cart? Like, do they not have cars with them, or does the golf cart use less gas? Do any RVers watching this video have or want a golf cart? And if so, why? Because my daughter said, "Oh, we should get a golf cart." I'm like, "Where are we gonna put a golf cart?" And she said, "We could tow it in back of the camper." I said, "I don't think we could. And I don't know why we would want one because we could just jump in the truck if we needed to go down to the beach or something." And you know what? The person with the golf cart is someone that lives in one of the they have a trailer, not an RV, but like a trailer because there's people that live here year round and have trailers. Oh, my scar looks red today. I'm wondering when summer comes if my heart scar is gonna get like dark purple. I tried to stay out of the sun last summer when it was new, so. And my cardiologist said I don't need a third open heart surgery right now because I do have a leak, and it's mild to moderate, not bad at all. And he said it's not the valve that's leaking, it's where the valve joins to the wall, where the mitral valve, my mechanical valve, joins to the wall, that it's just leaking in there a little bit. So it probably won't get worse because it's not like a valve issue. It's just where it hooks to the wall. So I had people take slow drive-bys to my camper, and they people keep asking what year it is because they think it's like a real retro camper. So I have to tell everybody that, it's a 2017, but it's made to look retro and it's really cute inside and it looks retro. And people across the way asked me if I'd show them the inside, and I did. I cleaned it up a little bit before I did that, and I I should have done like a quick video for YouTube of my camper while it was clean because it gets messy fast. It gets messy fast. I said earlier on my video with my daughter where we set off the smoke alarm that I don't have a mat outside my camper, and I feel like I need one because every day, even though I take my shoes off, I'm tracking so much sand into the camper, and I'm sweeping and mopping the inside of the camper every day. And it's only my kitchen floor area is only maybe 4 foot by 7 foot, but it's like every day I'm sweeping and mopping. But it makes it smell nice. And I enjoy washing my dishes. Um, the dish soap smells really good. I got this dish soap at Walmart, and it's biodegradable soap. I'm pulling it out to show you what it is. It's called Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day. And It says it's aromatherapeutic. That's a lot of syllables. Aromatherapeutic. 7 syllables. Aromatherapeutic. 7-syllable word. I don't know why I'm telling you that. I guess I think it's important. But it smells really good. It's biodegradable. So it's actually, I could dump the water outside if I needed to. I got the Bluebell scent. They have a bunch of different scents, and this one's the Bluebell scent. So because of this, and because I just like how my kitchen looks when it's clean, and because I like my dishes, I really enjoy washing my dishes. I think having dishes that you think are pretty really helps you to enjoy doing your housework. So if you don't like doing housework and you don't like washing dishes, buy new dishes that you're in love with, and it makes it more enjoyable. I have these beautiful light blue bamboo dishes, and I love how they feel and how they look, and I love doing my dishes now. As strange as that may be. I've done laundry in the portable washer spinner. I can't call it a washer dryer. It's a washer and a spinner. And it worked out really well. I did a video on it and I made several mistakes, but it's a great washer. So I'll try to edit that and post it tonight or tomorrow. So you don't make the same mistakes I made. And to say what an awesome washer it is. Something I did was I put too much soap in it. And it took me so many, I had to run it so many times to rinse all the soap out of the clothes. But I washed all my dirty clothes in 2 loads, and probably like 6 shirts, 8 dish towels, 10 washcloths, a few pairs of underwear, a couple bras, and bed sheets. All that in 3 loads. And I got Gain from the dollar store, and that also made the camper smell so April fresh. So it made me like doing dishes too. I see people coming in and out of the room, but nobody's chatting or anything. So I don't know if you're not seeing if the video is freezing, or if you're just not able to chat because you don't have a channel. It's 5:17 here on the East Coast. I drove my daughter back to her dad's. She has school tomorrow. I was going to take her in the morning, but we're like an hour and a half away from her school, so we would have had to leave here so early in the morning. So I thought it'd be better if I drove her back up tonight and came back down to the campground. I can show you my succulents I bought. These are the magnet pots I got from Home Depot. That was my portable camping chair that fell. And I got these. And I also ordered some from a company online. And they sent me the white flower pot thing that I have next to my sink, but they somehow separated my order and didn't send me the 3 non-toxic to cats succulents I bought, because a lot of succulents are toxic and poisonous. Toxic is poisonous? Toxic. A lot of succulents are toxic to cats. So I'm not worried about those ones because she can't get at them because they're magneted. Let me turn this around. They're magneted up on the wall there, so she can't get to them. And the 3 that I ordered from the place are not toxic, and I was gonna put those in the window by the bench. Oh, I messed up big time. I was reading that people put double-sided tape on furniture so cats won't scratch up the furniture. Cats will put their paws on it and they're like, ah, and they don't like it. Guess what happened? The double-sided tape, the only double-sided tape I could find was like carpet tape, and it's so very strong that it pulled the fake vinyl leather and tore up pieces of the leather on an area. So I'm like, well, guess this is staying there now. And I'm going to have to my computer came unplugged. I'm going to have to this section, this thing all the way around, I'm gonna have to replace with a pretty wood or something, which wouldn't be hard to do, or I could wrap it in fabric, but thankfully the cushions aren't ruined. There is an area on the cushion I'm sitting on that I put the tape on, and I'm just hoping when I heat it up with like a hair dryer that it'll loosen the glue and I'll be able to take off the glue without it tearing up the seat. Not at all happy about that. I was thinking about walking down to the lake and bringing my camera and taking some pictures as the sun is setting. It's really quiet now because a lot of people went home. I took a walk around to see if anybody left firewood behind, and I don't think anybody did. That's why last night everybody had like humongous bonfires. Because, and I was like, why are all these people, like, they're wasting all their wood having these huge fires? But I realized it was because they're leaving, so they're burning all their wood, so I can't have it. I cooked English muffins in my oven today. I have some chocolate chip cookie mix, or not mix, but chocolate chip cookie dough that I want to try to make in the oven. What else am I going to do today? I have to check my email. I have some stuff I have to do for my teaching job. I want to clean up my campsite outside a little bit. I left a wine bottle out there from the other night, and there's like a dumpster that I can put garbage in, but I'm not seeing any recycle bins. So I don't know what to do with my empty wine bottles. Like the cardboard I can burn, but what do I do with glass? I don't know what to do with it. I even up by the office, I don't see a recycle thing. So I guess I just have to pack it back up in the camper and take it home with me. Take it to my son's house. So how many more days till I'm a grandma? Today's April 7th. And Abby is due April 20th. So that's about 13 days. 13's bad luck. So let's say 12 days. Let's say she's having the baby in 12 days. They picked out 2 names. Either Matthew Robert Jones or Ryan Robert Jones. And they're going to wait to see what he looks like when he's born. It's definitely a boy. And for the longest time, my son said he was going to name him Wu Tang Dan. but Abby wasn't so keen on that name. So if anyone's in the chat, if you can see me and the video is clear, can you click the thumbs up and let me know if the video is coming through clear? Because I'm thinking you can't type in the chat because maybe you don't have a channel. But if the video feed's coming through clear, click the thumbs up for me. There's a diner close by called Dino's Seaville Diner. And they have, first of all, the guy that runs the cash register he's just sweet and silly and nice. And then there's this basket next to the cash register of brownies and cakes and banana breads. And I'm out of brownies, so I might have to go tomorrow just to get brownies and banana bread. I have My Chemical Romance in my head. Is that the name of the band? Black Parade song. My daughter kept playing it. And the singer of that band in that song has a really amazing voice. It's not too whiny, for a punk band. If it's a punk band, I don't know music these days, kids these days. But I think it's called My Chemical Romance, and his voice is just really very talented singer, And the lyrics of that one are cool too. And then when the music starts in that song, like first it's just snare drum, which is very cool because it's about a parade. Well, the word parade is in the song. But so it's snare drum, like a cadence. And then when the music starts, it actually reminds me of Queen. The way the music builds up in it, the guitar part. So it's called the Black Parade. And I think I want to try to play it acoustically on ukulele and see how it goes. I don't know how that would sound, because I wouldn't be doing like rock and roll guitar solos on it. It was like, I'm gonna check the weather. I think it was like 65 degrees today. It's 57 right now. Tomorrow, 74 degrees tomorrow. And what stinks is, well, I won't be too far away. I have to leave the campgrounds to go to a neurologist appointment. And then I come back to the campground. So I'll make a video tomorrow to say how the neurologist went. I'm dealing with for those new to my channel, I had surgery twice, and after my second open heart surgery, I had a mini stroke, and it left me with, I now have epilepsy in my left temporal lobe and my right temporal lobe with some scarring, I guess, and that's causing brain atrophy. So I've been out of work since Valentine's Day, and I was starting to have visual disturbances, and my neurologist said your seizures wouldn't cause that's psychiatric. So I saw a psychiatrist, and he said, no, this is completely neurological from your seizures. So tomorrow I get to go to my neurologist and say, well, I went to a psychiatrist like you told me to, and he says it's not psychiatric at all, and that I need to see you, my neurologist, to figure this shite out. Because I just don't want the brain atrophy to get worse. There's times where I'm just talking or thinking about something and my mind just erases. Like I'll be walking in CVS to get something, and my mind completely goes blank. I could even be like, I was at Home Depot just now, and I was gonna get solar lights. So in my head, I'm repeating solar lights, solar lights, solar lights, solar lights, so I can't forget. And as I'm walking, my mind just went blank. And I'm like, I knew it. I should have typed it in my phone. I completely forgot what I needed to get. Even though I was saying it and repeating it, it just left. It just left my mind. And now I'm having just a few just the past maybe 3 days, I've had some new symptoms where um I've had some speech issues where my tongue isn't moving like it should. Um but that just happened like for a couple days and that stopped. So I don't know, but I wrote these things down and I videoed some more tremors that I had. So I'm just going to show these to the neurologist and say, look, I'm still having tremors. You said these were seizures. Is the seizure medicine not working? What does this mean? Should we try a different medication? I just don't know what to do. And I don't want the brain atrophy to get worse. It's, it's okay that I'm forgetting some things and maybe I don't feel as with it as I did, but I just don't want it to get worse, people? I don't want it to get worse. Like I'm ditzy enough as it is. It's I'm not I'm not saying this in any way to be conceited or arrogant or anything. And I'm sure it's difficult for anybody to lose their mind. But it's so crazy that I like I'm glad I was as smart as I was for as long as I was. I had a lot of um successes while I could. I um I have a patented invention that I get royalties for. I started my own business that I've got awards for. I put myself through college. I got awards in college for papers I wrote in child psychology and education and graduated with honors, like, and had a high IQ of like 147. And it's just like how does everything just go away one day? Sorry, I'm getting upset again. Like I don't think I've really had like a really good cry about this. And I'm gonna ask my neurologist when I go to him tomorrow if he can just start from scratch and do like a full neurological test on me, like because if he's saying these things that are happening are not from epilepsy, then find out why they're happening. Find out why I'm having double vision because my eye doctor is saying that it's not something within my eyeball, that it must be in my brain. So figure it out. I'm paying you to figure it out. My insurance is paying you to figure it out. Don't just push me to another doctor. It's so frustrating. It's going to be a pretty sunset. The sky's like, there's like clouds throughout the sky. It's going to be a beautiful sunset over the lake. I'll have to walk down there. I have to look up what time. Let's see what time the sun sets tonight. 7:27. I'm on the weather app, and it tells you exactly when the sun sets, when it's in focus. So maybe around 7 o'clock, I'll take a walk down to the lake and see if I could like live stream from my mobile phone. I could take you guys with me, and you could go to the lake with me, and we could watch the sunset and talk about the sunset and make some art and some pictures. But I can't live stream on YouTube on a mobile device until I have 1,000 subscribers. So I'm trying. I put on Facebook, hey, I need 1,000 subscribers, so help me out, guys. Because I want to bring my phone and do live feeds from wherever I am. You know, I don't want to have to be in my camper plugged into my desktop to do a live feed. Trying to see if there's anything else I could talk about before I log off. Any questions? Anybody have any questions they could type in that I can answer? The wine I am drinking is, I love Pinot Noir, and this one's called Mark West. And every time I buy wine, which isn't very often lately, but I'll buy one kind that I know I like, and then I'll just try a bottle of something I haven't tried. And this was one of those bottles of something I haven't tried, and it was actually a cheaper bottle. I think it was like $12.99 or something. And I actually really like it. So I'm like, oh good, I don't have to buy that $39 one all the time now, because I really like this one, and it's not that expensive. So I think this is my new favorite. Figure out how to level my camper. I got two level bars that stick to the camper. I put one on the side and one on the front, and I put it where the red stripe meets the white on the camper, so it should be a level thing. And so I parked the camper so it was level on both levels. But when I'm in the camper's like this, because ping pong balls are rolling on the floor. Or when I make coffee, the coffee pot is, the coffee's not flat in the pot. So I know the camper is not level. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. If the levels on the camper are saying they're level, maybe I will have to watch YouTube videos on how to level your camper. And then there's a bunch of newer RVs that self-level. But like on my trailer, you're not supposed to use the stabilizing jacks to level it. The stabilizing jacks are just to stabilize it. You're supposed to make it level with the orange squares under the wheels, correct? And the crank at the front of the camper, correct? You don't try to lift the camper up with the stabilizing jacks to make it level, because that would wreck your jacks, because they're not meant to lift the camper. I don't know. I need help. I had a lot of help this weekend. Anytime that I tried to do anything outside my camper, two or three guys from around were over here helping me in a jiffy, like just trying to Like they saw me looking at my awning so I could put my awning out, and within moments, they were all over helping me put out my awning, and I'm like, "Don't do it for me. Don't do it for me. I need to do this myself. If you wanna help me and tell me how to do it, but don't do it for me." Teach a man to fish. Teach a man to fish. How's the saying go? Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach him how to fish, he'll eat forever. So teach me how to fish. The shadows are getting long out there. The shadows are getting long. My niece took a beautiful picture of my mom's house, the house I grew up in. I will share that with you. It's from the corner. It's it's too bright. There it is. That's the house I grew up in. I bought some books for my grandson. Well, tried to buy some books. That was one of the things I had in my cart at Walmart that I couldn't check out because I didn't have my purse. And it was The Very Hungry Caterpillar and Goodnight Moon. That was one of my favorites to read to Trevor. And then there was a sensory book about touching this and feel the soft bear and feel the bumpy snail, and the pages were like rigid, and it was a cool book, and it was very bright and colorful, and so I definitely have to go back to a Walmart and see if I can find that book because I don't remember. Oh, I took a picture of it. I took pictures of the books to send them to Abby to see if the baby had those books yet, and she said no, so maybe I'll just look them up and order them on Amazon. The Walmart from here was 45 minutes away. I think I'll go down and take pictures of the sunset. Maybe I'll get my campfire ready first. I won't light it, but I'll like stack my wood and get ready for the fire. And I could try to live stream outside the camper with my laptop, but I don't know how that's going to go with my laptop outside because I'd rather use my phone doing that. Like, I don't want to bring my laptop outside near a fire. But I could bring my camping table outside and set that all up outside, and I could try to do that. If you want me to try to do a live feed for my campfire, give me a thumbs up. And when I go to do the campfire, if I have any thumbs up, I'll go ahead and try to do the live feed. That'll probably be around 8:30 when it gets dark. That I'll start the fire. It's getting chilly now. I really like that my daughter's wind chimes are in the camper above me. They're right here. I got them in Huntington Beach, and they're like my favorite things. They're shells. And it's like whenever I come into the camper and I see them and they're bright and they're pretty, and I just think they're my favorite thing in the camper. Now the sun's behind the clouds. I hope there's a nice sunset. At least when the sun gets below the clouds, the sunset will be nice. I wonder if I'm allowed to bring wine down to the beach for the sunset. I guess if it's in a covered mug, people won't know what it is. But I think when you're camping, you're allowed to, like, I saw lots of people walking around with beer, like beer bottles and stuff. And there's no signs near the beach that say you can't have beverages. Are there rules when you're camping? Are there rules about alcohol? I don't know. I don't know. I was watching someone getting interviewed camping on BLM land and talking about the DEA having rules about certain drugs, even if they're medicinal. So I thought maybe they were talking about marijuana, and that's one of the next things I was going to ask my neurologist if we could try if this third seizure medicine wasn't working. But I would do, and I don't even know if I'm allowed to work doing that, you know? But maybe they could just do like a pill form or something. But I'm wondering now, I'm wondering because the interview I was watching, it was Cheap RV Living, and Bob was interviewing a woman, and she said that she had to stop using something, she wouldn't say what it was, because you weren't allowed to use that drug on BLM land. So I assumed she was talking about marijuana. So I was just wondering if that was it, and if anyone out there knows if you can't have that on BLM lands, even if it's prescribed. Um, because it's legal in some states. Like, isn't it legal in California? And are there BLM lands in California? And can you not have it in California on BLM lands? I just have some research to do. I haven't tried it yet for the seizures, and I wouldn't try it unless my doctor prescribed it, because I'm not getting caught with any illegal drugs, you know, but I don't mind trying something if it's gonna make my seizures stop and stop the brain atrophy, and my neurologist um advises me to try it because the other drugs aren't working. I'm on my third medication. They put me on Keppra first, and they kept increasing the dose. It wasn't working, so they kept increasing. And then they finally decided to put me on something different, completely different. And I don't remember what it was called. Was it Lamotrigine or Lamotrigine or something? And then I got a terrible rash that you're supposed to stop immediately if you get this rash because it could be detrimental to your health. And so because I got the rash, they had me stop, and now I'm on zonisamide, and I'm still having seizure activity. The EEG was still showing seizure activity, and I'm still having tremors and dizziness and confusion. Um, so I don't know what he's gonna say, but I see him tomorrow. Let me see what time my appointment is. I'm gonna look. I'm opening up my calendar. Uh-oh. It's not on my calendar on the computer. Let me see if I have it on my calendar on my phone. Oh, it's not till 3:15. So I can have a nice slow warm morning here outside, and then maybe leave the campgrounds around 2 to head to my neurologist appointment. Who's in the room and why aren't they talking in the chat? If you have to have a YouTube channel to be able to talk in the chat, from what I hear. I need a sweater on. It's getting cold in here. There's going to be a couple days where it's actually like windy. Oh, So tomorrow I go to the neurologist, and then the next day, Tuesday the 9th, I'm actually going to um a new neurologist and psychiatrist just for a second opinion to make sure that the visual disturbances I'm having are not psychiatric. I made the mistake of calling them hallucinations. And I think that's why my neurologist told me to go to a psychiatrist. But I was seeing like things looked like they were jumping off my computer screen, like they were 3D, certain colors. And also, like sometimes different floors, if light was hitting a floor, the floor would look curved, arched, and then there were areas of my vision that looked wavy sometimes. So I just heard someone talking. It sounded they were like they were right outside my camper. I think it's just my neighbors out back. I really like this campground. And my daughter said, "Could you see yourself living here all year?" I said, "No, because it gets cold and it snows. I definitely want to follow the weather." Definitely want to follow the weather. Someone's texting me, probably someone that can't chat. Oh, nope, they're not texting me. It's a group text and they're texting someone else. There were a lot of kids here today. A lot of kids on bikes, a lot of families. Nice family campground. And the cabins are nice, and there are cabins for sale here that I guess people are selling that they must own. And it would be cool to see some of them, to see what they look like, because they're just, they look like tiny houses. Not the cute tiny houses that you see on YouTube nowadays, but smaller than trailers, like smaller than trailer park trailers, like maybe 2/3 of the length. And some of them have loft areas. So I'm curious to see what they look like. And a lot of them have like deck areas outside. Um, Maybe because I'm here for like 11 more nights, maybe I should call some of the realtors. I'm not gonna buy one because I'm going to follow the weather and go where it's warm and make art of places that I go to. So I don't want to be stuck in one spot, but I'm just curious to see what they look like inside. All right, I think I'm going to log off and put my laundry away and maybe start heading down to the beach to be able to take some pictures of the sunset hitting there's beautiful like beach fronds, or what do you call them, like tall beach grass down by the lake, and there were some big fish down there too. So I know I can't take pictures of the fish, but maybe I could take pictures of the sun hitting the golden beach grass with the sunset and the clouds reflecting in the lake. That's going to be pretty. All right. So everybody have a good night. And maybe when I have the fire going, I'll try to do a live chat from the fire pit. So if you would like me to do a live chat from the fire pit, give me a thumbs up. And when I come back from the lake, if there's any thumbs up, I'll try to do that if anyone's interested. And otherwise, everybody have a good night and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.